Hey, what up, guys? And guess what? We're back. But we got something new for you for season 3. We've added a Moments with Mitch conversation to where we just sit here, man, and we enjoy time. We talk about real life stuff, man. People just being people. That's how we're going to rock. Hope you enjoy this first one. Let's go to work.
There ain't no stopping it, this is my moment. Join the movement, we bringing people together, bringing positivity, making changes for the better.
KT,
Yeet. What's going on, my man?
what we got today, man?
Man, first Moments with Mitch segment. I feel like a great introduction to Moments with Mitch. If anybody knows me, they know money is my thing.
Yeah.
So a conversation we were having off camera that I thought was mind-blowing. In African-American households, mainly. I speak from that plant because that's where I come from.
Gotcha.
But culturally, something that's real big in our community is when you turn 18, you got to go to the military, you got to go to college, you got to do something.
Can't stay here.
You got to get out. You can't stay here.
Yeah.
But we were talking off camera, and you were explaining to me how Key and Zay, your kids, have come back and they stay here.
Yeah.
And how not only is it helping them, but it's in turn it's helping you guys as well.
Yeah.
I thought that was a perfect conversation to have for Moments with Mitch, because for me, I've always thought that.
Yeah.
I always thought at 18, you don't really have the resources.
Yeah.
You don't have the life experience in a lot of cases to be on your own. And most importantly, you ain't making enough money to be on your own and really live life. You know what I mean? You can go out there and survive, but I mean, you're not thriving. You're not really living.
Yeah.
But speaking to you guys and talking to Key and Zay and how you guys have let them move back in to kind of give them a head start as opposed to sending them out into the world with a bunch of debt, with a bunch of baggage. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny, man, is why does struggle have to be a gateway to adulthood? For what?
It's like a rite of passage.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to struggle? But you think about it, though, right? Think about growing up when we grew up. If you can take $40, $50, $60, stretch it for about 2 or 3 weeks at the grocery store,
Bruh.
how we was living.
And in the 90s, you could post a check at the grocery store, so we was out there eating good.
And this the thing, though. Take $60 to the grocery store today. What you gonna come home with?
Hey, some rice-a-roni.
Man, 2 bags. And I ain't talking about the browns. I'm talking about the little plastic bags you use as a trash can when you're done. You know what I mean? So why would we set our kids up for failure just for the simple fact that you're 18 years old? Why?
And what made that the thing? Like, what made, all right, you 18? Because shit, even if you're 18, there's a lot of things that you still can't go out in the world and do.
True that.
So it's like you can go to the military, you can go to war, you can do all this stuff, but you still can't buy liquor.
Nope.
Can't go in the clubs, some clubs. It's just like, who made 18 the adult when you still have so much growing to do?
And I think it's just the fact that people are looking at it like you are grown. You are that number to where you should be able to be self-sufficient. But I'm going to tell you what, self-sufficient sounds good and looks good on paper until you get a paycheck. And I'm going to tell you what, man, if you make, we'll say at 18, and you don't go to college or you don't go and get a great job, you just go to work, regular job, right? Just say you make $1,100 every 2 weeks, give or take. So it's $2,200 a month. You pay rent in an apartment for $1,200.
Yeah. And I was about to say, that's a 1-bedroom, and that's a great rate.
That leaves you with $900 for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
And we're not talking government assistance, we're not talking none of that. We're just talking about straight money.
Right.
What are you going to do with $900?
And to be honest, it's not even going to be $900 when you really think about it, because you're an adult. You're going to have a cell phone. You're going to have a vehicle if you're on your own. You got to get to work.
Goodness.
Got to have insurance. The game is really not set up for us to win.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the school system doesn't set you up to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
The school system, from the time you're in kindergarten until you graduate college, is really just to feed you into the world to be another peg, another hamster on the wheel.
Why you say that?
It just is.
Yeah.
Because school, for one, when you go to elementary, I'm not bashing school. School is important. Go get your degree.
Go to school.
Go to school. But when you think about it, when is the last time you used anything that you learned in social studies?
Yeah. Unless you're a history major or that's your career.
Yeah, and if you, and then what are you even doing? What are you really doing with that information?
Yeah.
When is the last time you were at the grocery store and said, you know what? I gotta get the X to the B.
Yeah.
So I can get this bread. I gotta like it's a bunch of information that unless you're going into a specific role to do that, it's kind of just information. It's not really any information that you can utilize to propel yourself forward in life.
Yeah.
They teach you that for years.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus came over in 1492. Bro, what does that matter to me in any capacity?
Yeah.
But then you get out into the world and it's like, hey, you 18. Go get a job. Go do your thing. But then it's like, where? Doing what?
What's my thing?
Yeah. I got a degree in sociology because those are the classes that I was interested in college, and now I'm out. And then it's like, all right, good luck.
Yeah.
And not to mention you got $150,000 in student loans that you got to start paying back.
Yeah.
And your first job is gonna give you $43,000 a year.
Yeah.
It's like
the math not mathing.
Another classic case of the math ain't mathing.
Man, and you know what's funny though? I think a lot of people undervalue having people to go back to for that situation. You see what I'm saying? Because when you have a support structure and a support system and people around you that are financially able to help you be successful, I think that that's the part that people need to start leaning more on. And I'm going to use my kids for example. Xavier graduated from college, got a degree. He wants to find a job, but they ask for experience. How do you get experience
if you've been in school for the last 4
years?
And
one's gone on, and no one hiring you enough to take that chance on you.
Right.
So a lot of times, even if you have a degree, you may have a job that's not in your career field. So now you have to make it with this knowledge in something that you don't even know. You don't have to have a degree to go work at some of these places, but you got one because that's what people told you. Go to college, get that education, get this. Now you got $150,000 you owe somebody, and a $21 job.
Yeah.
This is the thing. When the kids moved back, you could see the ease in their face, bro. It was
the weight off their shoulders.
It was so much different. Kiana, she makes about $26 an hour, which is pretty good for a 22-year-old. That's solid work.
Yeah.
But when she was paying rent, when she was paying car notes, insurance, and all that, she wasn't able to shop. She likes to shop a little bit. When she moved in, and they pay us rent, so don't get me wrong. Like, they do pay rent, they cook here. Don't get her confused. They do stuff. But the thing was, she was able to buy some things that she had wanted. So she didn't have to do without anymore. So now she's saving money.
Yeah.
She's in a safe place because the people here love her, respect her, and understand that we only want the best for her. And now she's able to actually buy some comfort things while she's saving money to go back out there and reset.
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of people get confused, man, is that you look at coming back home as a negative thing.
As a failure.
Yeah. Oh, I can't make it on my own. I got to go back to my parents. Nah, man, look, we got it. Yeah. We cool over here. We eating.
Yeah.
So come back, reset, save you up some bread, go try again.
And then that way you can go out and actually flourish.
Man.
Not be out there trying, be out there thriving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, man, is that the people that you hang around with can minimize or accept or elevate your decision, right? It's your circle. If you're around people, right, and they look at you and laugh at you for going, oh, you couldn't make it out here, but then they're calling their parents.
Yeah.
Or they're taking stuff to the pawn shop, or they doing this, and they're struggling, and you back at the house, they laughing at you, but you know what? You
Who's really in the worst situation, right?
Yeah. So it's funny that I laugh at that stuff, man, because you sit there, you talk down on somebody, but these people are in a position to where they're saving money to now, instead of going and buying an apartment and renting an apartment, guess what they're going to do? Put a down payment on the house.
Yeah.
So now you're owning something.
There you go.
What it is, man. Come on.
Yeah. But that's that classic case of a lot of people are not I ain't gonna say self-sufficient, but confident within themselves to take one step back, to take 5 steps forward. A lot of people are too afraid of what that one step back is gonna look like to the outside world. So that they'll front, they'll call their parents, hey, can you send me some bread? Can you do this? Can you do that?
Yeah.
To where you still getting the same assistance.
Yeah.
To the naked eye, it just looks different. The optics are just different.
Yeah.
But are you really getting ahead? Are you really setting yourself up by doing that?
Yeah.
But again, I think that goes back to the world that we live in, like the social media age and just everybody wanting to put their best foot forward out in the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people are living for the validation that they get from strangers, as opposed to looking in the mirror and validating themselves and validating their own decisions. That's something that I talk to my little brother about, and something that I teach KJ. My son is 5, but he's already being influenced by things that are going on at school.
Yeah.
And he's bringing it back home. And my biggest thing to him is, you are your own person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are the only KJ.
Yeah.
No matter what's happening at school, no matter what people are doing at school, if it's not something that you want to do wholeheartedly, then don't do it. Don't do it because somebody else is doing it.
Yeah.
And that's a stance that I've taken in my whole life. You know me. I don't do, if I'm actually just go the opposite way just for the sake of not doing what everybody else doing. Even to my detriment sometimes. But I think that's super important. And especially in the internet age where we are, where information is so accessible.
Yeah.
And everybody has a voice.
Yeah.
I think it's super important for people to look inside and find validation within themselves before they get on the internet or look for validation outward.
You know, man, I used to give some terrible advice. And follow me on this, man. It was terrible, man. I told people, fake it till you make it. That's what I used to tell people, right? And for years, I believed that, man, just look like, and that's the worst thing I could ever told somebody. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you fake it, you never know who you are. You never know what you can achieve. It's always pretend. Yeah. So now, man, I don't live by fake it till you make it. I live by the fact that just grind and be who you are.
Yeah.
Do the very best that you can inside of your situation. We don't have to fake it because there's nobody to validate that. This is your own way. And for everybody that I told fake it till you make it, I apologize. Yeah. Because that is exactly the wrong thing. Go out there, man. Do the best you can. And if you need help, be helped. But also, don't look at these folks on the internet and look at all these if you send me $100, I can teach you how to do this.
Please don't buy no lessons from nobody.
Come on, man.
Don't buy no programs from nobody.
Get your study up.
Everybody that is telling you that they are making money because of a program is making money because you are buying the program.
And that's the thing. When you on that internet, and they're like, you see this stuff, you see these young kids.
The reality is perception, though. Whenever they see, they believe.
Yeah, but then you realize you get 100 people to send $100.
That's the play now. That turns into the play.
But and a lot of times I tell my kids too, like, you look at these people, man, and you don't understand. They may be in front of somebody else's house. They may be walking down the street in front of somebody else's car.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? They faking it till they make it. And now they got you all clowned
crashing out.
And you wonder, man, I don't know why I'm 22, 23, and I don't have a Lamborghini. Because they ain't got one.
Yeah.
This the deal, man. You said it. The way that you perceive yourself is the race that you run, man. So don't worry about your finances and the way people look at your money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you don't know, and some of these people may be bought into money. We didn't grow up in money.
That is true. So you don't know where these people have resources coming from.
That's the kicker.
Yeah.
That's the kick. I looked at one thing, man, and a person was on that, man. They were just talking. Dude, it was like 3 people holding cameras. It was all these edits and cuts and all this other stuff. And then when they show you the
final
polish,
product,
you like, ooh. But then you ain't see them sitting there for 6 hours, or you ain't see them coming back from work, or you ain't see them paying all these other people to help them fool you into thinking that they doing something. Man, come on, man.
That's the biggest selling commodity right now is lifestyle.
Ooh.
People are selling lifestyle.
Yeah.
And making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put it out there, but there's a young lady that I follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
Has more than 1 million followers, millions of followers, right?
Yeah.
And she does fitness.
Yeah.
And everything is luxury. Even the gym that she works out at, best gym, the craziest lights, the best places to take pictures and all of this stuff. But then there's a person that I personally know. And I know that they don't work out to look like that.
Yeah.
They were sponsored and have had multiple surgeries.
Uh-oh.
But online, they're selling the image of fitness, and you work out and you buy my workout programs. You can look like this. You can live like this.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, they didn't get the body from hard work.
Yeah.
And now they're not making money from any hard work. It's just a bunch of people throwing money at them because it's the easiest way to the finish line, or so they think. But that's why I say selling the lifestyle is crazy right now. And that's why I try to minimize my social media engagement.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough with the things that we're doing because everything is on social media. But it's just, you never know what's real. Yeah. And for the most part, 90% of it isn't real.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I talk about that and this is my moment, right? And how I try to, I'm transparent. Like, I'm going to just tell you the way I feel, and some people agree and some people don't agree. I tell you, we were poor. I'm not trying to sell, pipe dream, because at the end of the day, it's enough foolishness out there, man.
Right.
Like you know me, man, and I did a lot of crazy stuff for years. You know that, just military.
Still.
Still. But the thing is, it's always been just who Patrick was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, for years, and you may not know this, for years, I didn't know who Patrick was because I was always trying to be like other people. You know what I mean? I was looking at other people's money. I was counting their ducks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of counting my own ducks, I was counting their blessings instead of counting my own blessings. And for years, man, I didn't want to have that hard conversation with myself because what I thought was cool, that's what I was living. But all the while, man, I was losing myself trying to be somebody else and not being okay with myself. You see what I'm saying? And then just like you said, just talking to him about you, the only KJ, right? I'm the only Patrick. Yeah. So what I started doing was being okay with what I was doing. So if I didn't have it, I ain't have it. Yeah. Sometimes, man, and when I came home, we used to save up to come home.
Yeah.
But before that, dude, we used to have to take stuff back to the store. Like if it had a tag on it, man, it went back, brother, because we had to eat.
Yeah.
Right. And so those moments in my life, man, to where I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to be like nobody else. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. But I'm gonna work for it. I'm gonna grind for it. You see what I'm saying? And back then, it wasn't all this internet stuff. Because that internet stuff, even as adults, as you got cats on there 40, 50, 60 years old, stunting, trying to shine like they're young kids. Yeah. And telling these people this stuff, man. But at the end of the day, nothing beats hard work.
Yeah. Now, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Piggyback off of what you just said.
Go.
Now, there's a fine line, but how do you teeter that line on being okay with where you at, but not being complacent with where you at?
So I'm a count my blessings kind of guy, right? So I pray, and I thank God for what He's given me, because I never want to undervalue where I'm at. But I also pray that he gives me the ability to grow and evolve and adapt and be able to become a person that's more than what I am. So I'm thankful for where I'm at because it was way worse than this.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is what I prayed for. When I didn't have nothing, he put me in a position to and gave me and made me work hard for what I got. And that's what I prayed for. Now I pray for thanks and I pray for evolution and evolvement. That's what I do. So I never underestimate and undervalue where I'm at because I'm eating.
Yeah.
And this is what I tell you too. If I don't evolve any more than this, is this my definition of success?
Yeah. And that's individual.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I was telling Heather the other day, man. I told her, I said, you know what's funny? If I don't make another dime, not another dime, and I look around though, man, I'm like, you know what? Goodness gracious.
I did it.
Man, what? I did it. Man, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up. And that's what people don't understand. You can't pray and get what you want and not show acknowledgement and thanks for getting out of what you prayed for because now you want something else.
Yeah. Yeah. and that I think that's why they say comparison is the thief of joy. Because just like you said, you could be looking around and be like, dang, like I finally did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a $2 million house down the street though. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's always the next level to the ladder. You don't ever get to the top of the mountain in this lifetime.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's kind of like I'm thankful for where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep pushing though, because this ain't the top rung of the ladder.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta kind of sit back and enjoy the look around like I did get this far. You know what I mean? Because I remember there was days where this was a dream. You feel me?
I do.
So
I do. Man, you know what funny? I can remember, man, riding around, growing up, man, riding around and seeing them big houses. You know what I'm talking about? And like, man, I wonder what those people do.
Yeah.
I wonder how I can get one of those. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start working, you start grinding, you start putting your money up, saving, investing, doing all these other things, man, and you get one. And you like, you know what? People are looking at my house the same way that we was looking at them other people's house. But then you start taking it for granted because now you see somebody else's house.
Yeah.
But you done prayed for this your whole life. Now you got it, but you ain't satisfied with it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit back. Every time I pull up in my driveway, man, I smile. I ain't lying. Every time I pull up in the driveway because I know how it feel to have to pay rent. I know how it feel to have a pink slip on your door. I know how it feel to have to choose between lights and water. Phone sometimes was on. We ain't had no cell phone, guys. That landline, sometimes it was on. Sometimes it wasn't. I remember how it feel to walk from church over there on Trinity Garden, walking over there to the apartments, because we ain't had no car, but mama still wanted to go to church. I understand all that. And that's why every time I pull up, I'm thankful and I smile and I pat myself on the back because we all right.
Yeah.
We all right.
But this ain't it though.
No.
This
We
ain't
still
it. We still grinding.
Oh,
we still grinding.
But I think that's what God gives you the ability to do. It's so much going on, KT, that why can't we go get it?
Yeah.
Why? Who says we can't get it?
And I feel like going back to the age of information.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Because I mean, back in the day, you could be like, well, shoot, I just didn't know. Or I didn't have a way to get to them. I didn't have a way to, you know what I'm saying? But if you can't ask Google, hey, if Siri can't get you there, bro, you in bad shape.
Yeah. And you're right, man. But I think to close out the session, man, I think it's just staying inside of your lane and being who you are.
Is the ultimate goal.
It's who it is.
Because everybody can be successful if they have that mentality.
But you also got to define success for yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if it's individual, then everybody can have it. It's not something that's unobtainable. People look at success like you got to be a celebrity or you got to be on TV or you got to.
Yeah.
But that's not success to everybody.
Yeah.
And if everybody is keeping their success close to the vest, so to speak.
Yeah.
Your success is your success. Your success could have been 4-5 years ago. And that could have been like, bro, I set out, I did everything I set out to do.
Yeah.
Then you are successful in your own right.
Yeah.
But you don't have to compare your success to the next man's success for your success to be validated.
Ooh.
We all successful people. We all successful. Everybody just successful at doing something different.
Brother.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this moment with Mitch.
Yeah,
boy.
bro. Dropping jewels, man. And we gonna build the people up. That's the goal, is for everybody to be successful in their own right and to have a successful mindset, because that's where it starts.
You know what, man? Like, I enjoyed this because you're right, man. Like, a lot of times you get so caught up in trying to be somebody else that you forget that you are the blessing inside of itself. You're already successful because you're winning and you're not where you're at. And I always say too, man, a lot of people think that success is 100 steps. Success is making that first step, brother.
Exactly.
If you made that first step to be better than you are right now, you're successful.
Yeah. Because every day, if you just take one step, you're gonna eventually get to the finish line.
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. Hey, I had a good one. I can't wait for the next one.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys, KT said it, man. Success is defined by you. Look in the mirror, have that conversation with yourself, and move accordingly.
Yes, sir.
And at the end of the day, go get it!
Join the movement, we bringing people together, bringing positivity, making changes for the better. Cause it's all about growth, all about success.